What's happening, humans? AJ here, punk poet, desperate violation of human evolution and living nightmare. I'm here tonight to do Punk Poetry 104, and it's going to be from my sort of written version of my first published book, which should be in PDF by the end of the week. Fingers crossed. My editor, and his name is Ed, so I have a pronunciation on the Ed of editor. We'll be working on that this week, hopefully. This is the manuscript. I can't show you too much more because it would just ruin the love and affection that this book is. But I'm going to read you. Oh, I can't take this apart. Oh, this is so painful. My Peter Pan poem. My Peter Pan poem? That sounds good. That does sound good. Oh god, it's going to take me hours to put that back together. Anyway, I'm not going to analyse this as well as I do my other pieces. It's literally just me reading it out and what have you. I'm just getting back into being me at the moment, so. Yeah, this is just going to be a reading, a basic analysis, and then I'm going back to bed because I can't handle life at the moment. So anyway, here it goes. The colours raised a red coloured face, a cup raised up to his lips. He drops his sword, no one aboard, his hands held up to his hips. Then his eyes grow black, and he arches back, and he convulses upon the floor. The flower imbibed, yet still he survives, so will live forevermore. But such a curse begets the worst, and loneliness mars his soul. So up his nose the fairy dust goes, and the darkness starts to grow. With a sword in his hand, he jumps from the land, with the fairies behind at his feet, away to the stars that he sees from afar, the lonely souls he wants to meet. The transition, you see, is hard as can be. Cannot be described in words, but in pictures do tell that of heaven and hell would to you would seem quite absurd. Of bobbins and strings, of thimbles and things, he reached out and grasped at the earth. His body broke free of the strong gravity on the planet of which he was birthed. The light of the city, so cold and so pretty, rose up as he slowly pursued. As he pulled out his scythe, he polished his knife, and he swam past the children that snoozed. A window is opened, a whisper is spoken, and his shadow walks into the room. It went to the beds with the thoughts in his head. Those who woke had no idea of their doom. And for those who awoke, in their sweat they did soak, while the shadow crept, while the shadow creeped by their bed. To those who were aware, the creature did stare, but did not realise they were dead. So they stood hand in hand and held on to the sand that the shadow put into their grasp. As they rose through the air, over bed, over chair, their visions would soon be the last. Then off they flew, and before they knew, they were whisked off into the night. The boy at their head filled their dreams with dread as they travelled to the second star on the right. I said I wasn't going to give any analysis to this, but you realise that Peter Pan was the Reaper, yeah? Disney made him out to be this beautiful, wonderful creature, this sort of adult fairy that made everything wonderful. But no, he was the Reaper of children, and he brought children from the real world into the never world, where children could be children forever. And that's something I've suffered from. It's something I've suffered from, and it's something that no child should ever suffer from. And it's beautiful, it is beautiful, but let me give you the picture. I don't know how well you can see that, but Peter was beauty and darkness all in one, and I've experienced that life, and I've seen other people experience that life, and it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone in the slightest. And I'm sorry I have to give this to you, but you need to experience this. You need to see this, because that's the way it goes. That's humanity, and some of us feel it, some of us hear it, some of us experience it. But yeah, welcome to reality, dudes. Much love, much joy, much peace. I'll speak to you soon.